shacks. You know what I'm saying? We all shot marbles. We did all the same thing. Hide and seek, everything. Let's get it.
What's up with it, y'all? It's Big B-Rap, real Inglewood moments. Y'all know the deal. We tell the real stories where it goes down at, man. Today, I got somebody that y'all ain't gonna believe, man. I got my young homie, Lil Tako here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give y'all a little, breakdown of how it was for him growing up in Inglewood, because that's what we talk about. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the homie Lil Tako.
Well, thank you for having me, big homie.
Oh yeah. Anytime, give us a little history of your background, man. Where you grew up in Inglewood, you born in Inglewood, raised. Everybody was talking about I'm born and raised.
Well, I wasn't born in Inglewood. I moved to Inglewood in the 3rd grade.
Right.
Pretty much came up in the woods, regular little young homie. Mm-hmm. But I signed on the dotted line with the hood and basically the 6th grade, the summer of the 6th grade going to the 7th grade.
Okay.
So I signed up and been pushing that line ever since. Grew up on 108th off of Yukon. So I'm from 108th Street, but back when I came up, it was only 111th Street. So I'm original 111th Street. But I am not first generation, one of the ones who was there when it started, 108th Street.
Okay.
From the hood.
What year, do you remember what year that was that started, 108th Street?
Ooh, man, that was like, maybe, okay. When Lil Bink passed, we was pushing 108 to the fullest. I'm gonna say Lil Bink died in 89, I think, maybe. So, I want to say the 108th Street might have started maybe like 86, 87 or something like that. Me, the big homie Chip, and Big Bink, we started pushing that. It was just 3 of us when it started.
That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Because I got out of jail in 88.
Yeah, we started pushing that 108. And then Lil Bink and B-Lo came along. So then it was 5 of us. And from there, it kept growing, but I ain't gonna lie, it was just us 3. I was the only young homie they had. It was them 2, and but then Lil Bink was a football player.
Right.
At Morningside, I want to say he was a quarterback or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He wanted to come home and sign up. He left that alone to sign up with us, but yeah.
Well, he played at Morningside.
Yeah.
Okay.
The coach even came to his house and begged him to come back. So he must have been good.
Right.
Come back. Or either the coach was trying to save him and seen him going wrong. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he signed up with a different team. He was like, I don't want to play for Morningside no more. I want to play for the Centers.
Right. Okay.
And, and like I said, that was the beginning of 108th Street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So can you tell me when did you really start banging though? Banging centers. You remember what year you started banging centers?
That was 84.
84.
And I'm a 3rd generation, so that lets you know it's crazy. Like I'm a 3rd generation, so it's 2 generations before me been doing this. You know,
Right.
I grew up looking up to you, Spuddy B.
Mm-hmm.
Who else I used to see around? Dink, of course. Big E.T. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at him like a god in the park. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
KL, Muggs. I used to see them, you know what I'm saying? Certain homies, I used to just see them around like, oh, I'm the big homie. And hear their names. Their names was just ringing, you know what I mean? In my ears, through my little crowd. It wasn't necessarily, I don't know how they was ringing around the hood, but they names run through my crowd. Like my sister went to school with a lot of them, so I knew y'all names already.
Right.
But yeah, man, shit, but once we got cracking, we turned all the way up. Because for one, we wanted to be recognized by the big homies and respected, so we took it. And my best friend is Lil B-Rap, but my squad, it's Lil E.T. and and Flipper and Buddy and all of us, you know what I'm saying? And I think the time D Capone, yeah, was around, and who else am I forgetting right now? Oh, G Nut, rest in peace, man. Man, we pushing this line, but we wanted to push it to a whole nother level. We
Right.
like, we from the streets to the jailhouse, we finna make you respect the CPB. And we gonna let the big homies know, like, we really with this. We was really trying to make sure y'all approved of us. Like, yeah, homie, oh yeah, you see, oh, the big homies just passed by, you seen them? Cause we be walking down Crenshaw, so we see y'all pass by, we flags hanging to the knees. They're like, oh, look at the little homie. We like, yeah, you know they big, you know what I'm saying? We be walking around, you know, it was all love, man. It was, you know, we just wanted to make the hood proud, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's about it. Well, let me ask you this, man, because I always heard a story about JPB. You heard about them?
Man.
Was you a part of that?
I'm one of the original JPBs. It's crazy because there was a lot more, and and the crazy part is there's some couple dudes that's living a square life right now that was kind of representing that too. It was me, Old Man, Flipper, aka DD, Lil B-Rap. It was a little dude named Troy. He claimed JPB. Did I say Buddy? Yeah,
No,
Buddy.
Yeah.
Old Man. I say Old Man?
You said Old
Okay. And it's crazy. I had a dude who was supposed to be Michael Cooper's brother. They gave him the name. Back then they used to call me T-Man. They gave him a name of T-Man Deuce. But he was taller than me and older than me, and it used to be kind of a joke. Like, they gave, so he was my Deuce. I'm like 12 though, 13. They like, yeah, you the homie Deuce, you know what I'm saying? Because I was turned. He was, you know what I mean? But I believe he to this day, they say he really was Michael Cooper, you know, from the Lakers' brother.
Oh, his brother?
Yeah, I probably half brother, I don't know, but that was the joke because he was taller. He was probably a couple years older than me, but they was like, yeah, they had him as my dude. It used to be funny. It was a little joke amongst us, like, yeah, the homie got a deuce.
Right.
Like, homie, you like 13 with a deuce.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I met Big Top years later, you know what I'm saying? And he liked my gangster rhythm when I was pushing that line, and he approached me like, yeah, but I'm like, you know what, homie? I said, let me think about it. You know, yeah, I went ahead and got up under the homie name. I like his name, you know what I'm saying, with the T-A-K-O. And I'm like, shit, it's been rocking since then.
Oh, yeah, that's what's happening. Man. That's what's going on, man. So, JPB was junior part.
Yeah, we was. Well, really, we came out with JPB because y'all wouldn't let us claim the hood yet. So we had to find a side door.
So you said your big homies wouldn't let you claim CPB yet.
Y'all was not accepting us yet. So we had to find a side door.
Right.
So when we came with juniors, y'all was like, all right. Because really, I guess y'all was like, look, young motherfuckers gone. You know what I'm saying? But when we found that side door and started pushing that line, y'all respected that. Y'all was like, oh, okay.
Right.
But then after a while, I want to say it was you the one was like, man, y'all niggas with this JPB shit, this CPB, period. Right. But I'm like, first you was lagging, and then you like, nah, nigga, it gotta be one.
Y'all come on around. I see y'all with the
now
business.
we done grew up a little bit. It's been about 2 years. It lasted about maybe 2 years. You know, now we, nigga, okay, we sinners now.
The hood is off the chain and every hood's the same. Got a bunch of broke folks trying to make some change. It's time to use your brain, that's your sharpest tool. I want more than 40 acres and at least 2 mules.
Childhood set the tone for lifetime, and everything that we had was on time. This was my block, and this was my house, and this was my real one, man, in the sandbox. They say it takes a village to raise kids, and everybody say that's what they did. This was my block, and this was my house, and this was my real one, man, in the sandbox.
This is a shout out to everybody out there that's raising their kids the right way, you know. The ones that ain't got their kids out there cursing and acting a fool on the internet, twerking and all that old crazy. You know, the ones that want to see their kids do right, have good grades, be something in life, they ain't got no tattoos on their face.